Here we are again. What a wonderful day. Oh, I'm glad to see everyone. Oh, sun is coming up. Oh, I like that actually. Right there. Right there. It's wonderful. Oh. Friday is here, people. Hello to our wonderful winter moment here this marvelous Friday. A quick visual descriptor. I have long brown hair, glasses, black coat and hood. I'm wearing a scarf and a blue overcoat. I have a mug of coffee in hand, and behind me we have the river and the rising sun over this snow-swept landscape. Gotta love that sun rising over the sun-swept landscape. Oh, that's harder to say than it should be. There's right behind me, coming up through the trees, saying hello. How are you? How are you? How are you doing? How are you today? I hope you have your coffee or tea, whatever it may be. And I hope that you are doing wonderful. It's just one of those great days. It is a great day. I mean, it is unarguable that Friday is a great day. And it's a great day for so many reasons. Now there's the ever looming quandary for me of if it's now the weekend because Friday's here, or if it won't be the weekend until later. I've, of course, discussed this at length before, and it doesn't stop being something that I think about. I've had some satisfactory answers, but that doesn't keep it from bothering. So I keep thinking about it. Do you ever have something that you just can't stop thinking about? Even if you have an answer, even if you know what it is, or even if it's a good plan, or a solid project, or something you've already done before. Do you ever have those thoughts that just stick in your mind? Just questions or concerns or looming worries that are just there continuously, never really leaving your thoughts. I mean, they'll sink away for a while, and then suddenly they'll pop up when least expected, just rub at you. I do have those feelings and those moments. I'm sure many of you do too. Now, before I go much further on, somewhere nearby there's going to be a link for my bonfire store. So if you'd like to get a shirt, mug, sweater, tank top, I have all sorts of fun stuff that you can get to show your support for your Saturday night, and also to show your support for MCK to Seven Films. You know, there's all sorts of fun stuff there. I have coffee mugs, the ceramic mugs, and I have t-shirts and sweaters and tank tops and all that sort of stuff. And there's even River Morning shirts. Consider getting yourself one. Now, with that out of the way, and that link will be somewhere nearby. Now, with that out of the way, another sip of coffee done. And then I accidentally drank my hair. You grab yourself a cuppa if you don't already have one, and let's think about this. Why do we end up with these little tiny thoughts, or sometimes really big thoughts, that just won't go away? Why do we second guess ourselves? Why do we have continuous concerns? Even if we've addressed those concerns multiple times, why do they seem to hang on? Have we not really addressed these concerns? Is there something that we're doing wrong? What could it be? And that's really the question. What could it be? Why? Why do these thoughts just keep going? And why can I not play with my camera for 2 seconds? Great question. As all sorts of different thoughts and all sorts of different concerns and all sorts of different worries and wonders and self-doubt creep in, we can find ourselves in a cyclical way, constantly coming back to a single question or a single idea. Maybe you've already finished some wonderful project. It's already out there in the world, and you can't help but have doubts about it, or have doubts about something you did. Is this just a normal way for us to approach the world? Is this just our natural state? Having these concerns? I don't know. But I know that a lot of people do it. And I know that, I don't know, it just seems so common amongst us. It's easier for us to feel doubt in what we're doing than to feel confident. Or at least it seems that way. I'm no expert in this matter, nor will I pretend to be, but it just seems that way. Morning over on Twitch. Thank you for joining us. And of course, we have people joining us from Twitch, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Twitter. So, hi, everybody. Beautiful day. I hope you have your cuppa right now, or an extra cuppa, or an extra, extra, extra cuppa. I mean, it's Friday, so you might as well. I keep coming back to this, though. This consistency of asking ourselves the same question, having the same words, even if you've done something a dozen times. It doesn't seem to actually make some of those thoughts and worries go away. Maybe the best way to deal with that is just to accept. Sometimes can't help but feel a little self-doubt. And that's normal. And that we should be able to discuss it. And that's another important thing too. Sometimes, depending on the individual, if you have these questions, these doubts, these worries, a lot of us don't say anything. Maybe we'll say something to a very trusted friend. Otherwise, we don't say anything. Make sure you understand you definitely can say something at any point in time. Do not worry about that. If people don't know that you have a concern, the concern isn't going to get any better. And you might potentially receive some feedback that might help alleviate those concerns. Might. But I know we all do it. Except, I'm sure maybe there's people out there. I will remove the absolutism out of my statement. I know most of us do it. Yeah, I'll stick with that. Most of us do it. We can't help but have nagging questions or worries. Even after years and years and years of doing things, you can't help it. Have a moment of doubt or question what we know. Just to give an example, I'm an author and I write a lot. So you'd assume that when I write something down, at this point in time, I shouldn't double check. Have I spelled this word right? I do it all the time, though. Did I spell this right? And occasionally, my best friend will ask me, how do you spell this thing? And I will have to write it down and then double check myself because I don't feel confident that I know the answer. And it's funny, isn't it? It's really funny because you can find examples like this. You can find examples like this all over the place of people who really do know what they're doing, but they just have those words. A painter gets done with a painting, looks at it, eh, eh. Everyone, oh, it's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And then, there's this line here, and that's not right. I don't know. Salesperson locks down six-figure contract with a new client. Awesome. And then they're afterwards filling out all the lines, and they're like, "Oh no, I could have got them on this and this and this and made this a better. Oh, why? What's wrong? You were successful. Don't worry about it. It's okay. It's okay." Musician gets on stage, plays away all night long, does an amazing show. Everyone cheers. Then they get backstage, and I was out of tune and know it. And then they'll sit there and they'll listen to their own replay. I've met a couple of people who will do this, uh, who will record themselves on stage, and then afterwards will listen to it. And they're like, there it is, there it is. I got to practice. I got to practice that. I got to practice that. And everybody has something like that. These consistent concerns, um, no matter what level of skill they're at. Almost everyone has this. I keep being very absolutist in this, and I apologize. Almost everyone does this. But there's some sort of comfort that actually comes in self-doubt. Because, I mean, I can't possibly know everything. I can't possibly be this good. In some ways, diminishing our own skills, and I'm not saying for everyone, I'm not saying for everyone. In some ways, though, diminishing our own skills or doubting ourselves or questioning ourselves makes us feel better in the end when we say, okay, no. All right. I just need to learn more. I just need to grow more. I just need to do more. Being vindicated also in knowing that, oh, no, I did that right. I did that right. Can also bring us a great deal of comfort. Double checking our own work, going over it and over it again, doesn't necessarily always have to be bad, but it isn't always good. It can be a constant bug irritating in the back of your skull, making you check everything again and again and again. But what it can also be is a form of comfort that may or may not bring you a little joy in knowing that, yes, I have attained these skills. Yes, I do know what I'm doing. Yes, I'm capable of this. So self-doubt doesn't have to be bad. But should also accept that we're surrounded all the time with people who have doubts and have worries, have concerns, and maybe don't feel as confident as we think they do. They look like they're on top of the world. Maybe they're not. Maybe, just like us, they're full of doubt and worries and anxiety. I know that last one was a big one, but it happens And if it happens, it's okay. I'm not saying it's okay to be full of anxiety, but I'm saying it's okay. People have that. So if you do, it's okay. Now, my goodness, thank you for all the comments over on Twitch. We're going to get over here. I'm going to show you the river here. For those of you joining by audio, we have the sun rising quite high now in the trees. There's tons of reflection on the water. You're getting this kind of glow and light lines and halos across the water. A lot of the ice is melted on the edges because we're still up in a high temperature. So you have this beautiful flow, but the water levels are still rising. It's just beautiful, though. They're all the snow, all the trees, the sun rising. We have all of this glowing light just rippling across the surface of the water. It's absolutely beautiful. It's actually decent as far as temperature goes today, but because it is, there's a lot of moisture in the air. That moisture makes it feel cold, even though it's warmer. There's some process at work there I don't understand, but it's like warmer today, so there's water vapor in the air, so it feels colder, and I don't understand how that works. Now, let's just do this one more time. Ooh, there we go. Oh, I guess I can't right now. That's fine. All right, somewhere nearby, there's going to be a link for my bonfire store. Consider getting yourself a shirt, a mug, a sweatshirt, a tank top. If you live in a place where you need tank tops, I have tank tops. Why? Because some people like tank tops, and some people like sweaters, some people like t-shirts, and some people need different things, depending on the weather for where they're at. So, there's also coffee mugs. Consider picking yourself up something. There are things for these river mornings, things for MCK McDuffie Films, and things for your Saturday night. Consider picking up a shirt, supporting all these wonderful videos, films, art, all this great stuff that we do together. I appreciate all of you. Get yourself an extra cup, and you deserve one. Coffee, tea, whatever it may be. I want you to take care and be excellent, my friends. Oh, that coffee's good. However, it is time for me to go, so thank you so much for being here today. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Don't forget, you can join me Saturday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for your Saturday night.